Here we are for the next game against England. We are sitting pretty up at the top. England are in a must-win stage. They need to win their last two, so let's see if we can knock them out. Stick with the same team that's been performing so well. Shikadawan's looking a little rusty up the top, but I'm sure he'll come right. Strike rate ain't hot either, but bowlers have been our strength. Look at that. Just check Darwin's got some training there. Yep. Okay, so let's see if we can knock out the English. Average bounce again, so the last one was average and it seemed to be a decent enough batting wicket, but they got all the all-rounders here, 5 all-rounders, so their bowling will be weak, so we will need to try and post a decent total, so hopefully this pitch ain't too bad. We'll start off on the 4 aggression, and look at that, we're scoring extremely quickly. Sometimes you can push your luck and be like, I'm only on 4, I'll go up to 5, but the pitch just says no. But I make that mistake a lot, so I'm going to make it again, and there you go. Kohli's scoring a 4.3 target, 42 of 26, so very freely. Shikhar Dhawan's going alright in the high aggression. Adil Rashid into the attack. We'll see if we can target him. So I said average bounce means a bowler's pitch, but I also said that this is only a guide. Don't take this as gospel. This gives you a guide, so it's nothing more than that. Sometimes the pitch plays amazingly and it says it's a bowler's one, sometimes it plays terribly and it says it's a batting one, so that's not to say you shouldn't look at it. I find it useful as a guide, but it's better to look at it than not look at it, I find. So we're scoring really freely on 5 aggression. 6 and 8 and over, 6.8 and over, and our target hasn't even been above 5.5. Oh, they're going to do the old trick that they need to fix and introduce their 5th bowler on the 30th and bowl him right through. So who will that be? Moeen Ali. So we're going to look to target him at the end. I'm wary about moving up another aggression, but we are starting to score slowly. And they're both fully settled, so I'm going to predict another wicket here. No. Look at that. Archer's bowled out, so is Stokes. Moeen Ali's bowling right through. This is a disaster for England, not for us. The next question is, when do I start going even more? And I'm going to answer that with now, because we're not scoring as quick as I'd like to. And look at that, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 off the over. Oh, Kohli gets out in the 90s again. Rishabh 1 off 8. We're going to see if we can get him going. Wokesy's back. And we're going to go after Moeen. Look at that. Darwin 151. 296. Can we get the 350? Kirajadov his first ball for 6. Look at all those exclamation points. Full aggression's just not going to work, so I'm just going to stick on this one. And not good move, we still got 14. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and I think on this pitch it's not going to work. Even though I was wrong on the last video, so I'm just going to stick on this. I mean, if we get 12 off the over, we're happy. 347, Darwin 174 not out. Moeen didn't do too bad in the end. But 347 for 3. That'd be Darwin's highest score, wouldn't it? Yep. big task for them. They do have Archer at 11. They bat very deep. Butler at 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, yep. First over's gone, so I'm going to drop them down immediately because they're going to be trying to score fast and play aggressively. So I think we've got a better chance taking wickets. Boomer went for 2 sixes and got a wicket. Okay, spin. Root's still on strike, so I might give Boomer one more, see if we can remove him. Cannot. He's on strike again, so nope. Just because he's got a spin preference, and I know we've got a lot of spin to bowl, but hopefully Kuldeep can get him. So they're starting to go. Looks like they're targeting Hardik Pandya. See if Jadeja can peg them back. Let's try a bit of Kirajara magic. Not to be. Jadeja gets James Vince. He's batting at 4, okay. I might bring Kirajara off after that one and reintroduce Pandya. Often with the fall of a wicket, I find it useful to reintroduce bowlers getting hit. And that's why, because they can, against unset batsmen, they generally will perform better and can get through those overs if they're struggling or a weak link. Pandya's going again. It is important that we continue to take wickets here. Jadeja gets another one. He did go for a couple of boundaries. Butler in late. Okay, we're taking the wickets we wanted. Jadeja's still going. He's still going for boundaries though. Pandya gets rid of him. We've still kept our trump cards in the back of our pocket. We successfully beat them. Still had Bumrah. This was like an emergency plan I kept behind. Didn't need them. Went for a few runs, but it's a good pitch. See, average bounce, and I get 347, and it's obviously quite a good pitch because they got the 268. The AI does play over aggressively when chasing big totals. They don't stop and rebuild, unfortunately, so they show a lack of intelligence. So right at the top of the table, sitting pretty again. See you for the next match against Bangladesh.